Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, comrades, welcome. Welcome to this quarterfinals. This is the last quarterfinals of the Revolt Royale. We have Merowing versus Loppy here. We do have Merowing playing the color yellow on the southern part of the map with the Dutch, which is one of the very famous civilizations picked into this tournament. And we have Mr. Big Loppy, the Australian phenomenon, coming here once again, playing as the Dutch on the northern side of the map, and going to be co-casting here with Big Chosen. So welcome, Chosen.
Thank you, Caverna. I'm looking forward to casting with you. Let's get some really good games in. Is this still going to be a best of three, or is it going to be a best of five?
This is best of three. We're gonna join the best of five into the next round.
Yep.
If you're catching this live, we're gonna be playing. We're gonna be casting on YouTube live after this series. We're gonna be doing Robot versus Radovan. But for now, we're just gonna hanging around. Oh, one second. Let me just pause this very quickly and fix.
We got Lop versus Merowing, and I think you were going to announce, and then you got distracted that we have right after this. We've got Radovan versus Big Robot, right after this with you and Shake casting.
Yeah, that's correct. So that's gonna be on YouTube though. So yeah, let's see what we get over here into this channel. So Loppy and Merowing, maybe we should talk a little bit about these players. I think Merowing he's been doing so well so far. He played versus low APM Baja, and he was like seeded 11 at the time, and he beat it low APM, which was 6 in the rank. So very well done so far. So it was a very good contender here. Is doing so well to play versus Loppy, which is like seeded 3 into this tournament. So that's a big step here for Merowing.
Yeah, very nice. Have we seen Merowing lead with Dutch quite a bit so far in the series, in your recollection, or
yeah, apparently Loppy did play on the previous Revolt Royale, so he knows what's up. I don't know how much he's been practicing for this tournament, but he know what's what's up. He knows what he's doing. That's for sure.
Yeah. Do you think that he'll go for the default? It's Finland, right? That allows for. I mean, he's got a Merc card in there. Do you know what that might entail?
Yeah, that must very likely to be for Finland Revolt. He also has a very Torune deck here, customized for the tourney, and yeah, you're talking about the German mercenary contracts, and that's because once you revolt to Finland, or even if you just don't revolt, you get the Jaegers, and with the Jaegers you're supposed to just make them stronger. So this is the upgrade for the Jaegers. The thing that I'm a bit concerned, he doesn't have the church card or even the Jaegers here, but I think you can still get the Jaegers, the Savalok Jaegers, which is different than Karelian Jaegers when you revolt. I don't know if this affects the revolted Karelian Jaegers, that your villagers become Karelian Jaegers, which is be a weaker version of the normal Jaegers that you see in Supremacy. They call the Savaloks or Savaloks, but something similar like that. And the Savaloks Jaegers, you can still get them out of your revolted. So they will definitely get the boost from the German mercenary contracts. I'm not sure if it will affect the Karelian Jaegers though.
I'm certain that they will be affected if he has that card deck. But it's a little interesting. I know when I was playing in the tournament and I was practicing quite a bit, I couldn't fit much more than about 9 cards, 10 cards in deck, and Loppy has 11. So very interested. I mean, I guess that was the case when I didn't have a TP. So starting with the TP, Loppy does, and that'll make it to where he is able to probably get those 11 shipments out without much of an issue by the 15-minute mark. We do see both parties are up to H2 now as normal. We're getting, is that 700 wood? That's taken forever. Did you send bank wagon first?
I'll see in a second. I think I'm gonna boost you a little bit because you seem to be quiet. Let me see. Yeah, I just want you to have the same audio level that I am. But yeah, let's look into merowing's deck. We have the Revolt Royale deck.
Wagon, I feel like that's not optimal, generally speaking. You generally want to go bank wagon first if you're gonna like start making a whole bunch of units or something like that. But obviously this is treaty, so that's not too big of an issue. One other thing is if you really want that quick XP from the bank wagon, that's a little bit faster. But if he's not going up to H3 immediately, then I think the 700 wood just helps get you 3 banks quite a bit quicker than now. But you know that's all right.
Yeah,
Maybe
I think.
his worry was he wouldn't have enough food to get that.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from, but I think this stuff is very subjective. Some people don't even send the bank card. And I don't actually. I'm not a big fan of the card. I would rather send 700 wood, 600 wood, and then send the religious freedom and actually age up like that with 5 banks. I don't even need the bank. And I would rather send like Amsterdam, Rotterdam, be a bit greedy. Maybe send either 1,000 wood here or 1,600 wood. I should probably would send 1,600 wood in H4. That was be if it was me though. But we're always gonna say like what's best. But it's really hard to say like the beginning, especially for Dutch, if you should send the bank card or not. Like for example, Bato loves the bank card. I'm not the biggest fan myself.
Yeah, I mean the pro to it is you just get that XP so much quicker than just building a bank normally, and you don't have to waste villager seconds picking up wood crates. But you know wood crates gather fine, right? It's not much of an issue. I would like to see him. He sent 600 wood. I want him to put a TP up as soon as possible. He did get that that one the native. Can we take a quick look at the native just to see what we've got going on in there?
Yeah, that's
Okay, so
the House of Anar.
Oh no, he hasn't said the church yet. But those are definitely good. There's an upgrade in there that.
Yeah, I think he sent. Is like is that oh, so fast? I think that is this for the one you got the torps or is the monasteries?
Oh, he did.
Yeah, you got the monasteries. Yes.
I didn't realize that you could place monasteries wherever you wanted to, but that's awesome. That's
yes.
So much XP as well. Very actually smart of merowing to go for that first before the TP, because if you get that and then you get the church card upgrade, you get to get the same amount of XP that you would get from a TP, more or less. Plus they gather res, right? And or is it not actually generate?
They don't give XP. They just give coin.
Oh.
And but the coolest thing is these are gold mines. They will last forever. And you got both of the coin mines. So this is sort of like mid map would be like here. You might say that this wouldn't be allowed, but it's right in the middle. Like if you take that this is the middle section here, then it's sort of okay. So I wouldn't be too fussy about this. I think this is fine.
I mean, if Loppy made an issue with it, then they would probably just replay the game or something like that.
Yes, you would have to be replayed, but I don't think this is a big deal. This is right in the middle, so that is not like it's hard to tell you if this is the middle here. You know, this probably is the middle right here, but I have like a buffer zone in my head. Like I don't want to be so completely like, strict about things, so that's how I see it.
Yeah, I mean, the only issue would be if Loppy wanted to put his own little mine thing over there on the gold mine, and if he couldn't, then that could affect the game quite a bit. But I mean, you're the rule maker, so you know,
yeah, it's okay.
But so we're on already 100 or 200 torp pop, looking great, and we are already getting ranged cavalry upgrade. Interesting. So he does not send either 700 gold or 1,000 gold. That's probably good, as you know.
Yeah, you want to avoid sending resources, I think, because you have better shipments to send in H4. So I think the least the resources you send, the best, especially because it's a 15 minutes treaty. But you want to get there to H4, have all the resources to revolt, and send the least resources cards that you can, so you can have like stronger units, or you have maybe another shipment that will boost you somehow. I think there's exceptions, like for example the Dutch. You need to send the wood cards because you won't have the early investment in banks, because you can only have 50 villagers. You're gonna revolt, and you want to have all the great economy that comes from the banks. Likewise, you want to have all the torps on this other side, and he's managed to do all of that with 700 wood. However, merowing on the other side, we do have the bank, we have the 700 wood, you have the 600 wood. So you're gonna have less shipments to be sending for upgrade units. You're gonna have less shipments for maybe options to go for bunker instead. Then if you want to go for both factories and the typical speculation, and sometimes you might want to go for the Dutch state armies as well, because it's such a great card. You can do the Royal Horseman. You've seen battles successfully winning games with that, and
Destroy
also
my life with that.
yeah, and also with the state army, you can have cheaper upgrades. You got cheaper mercantilism and such. So it's a great card.
Yeah. Yeah. Very, very interested to see. I mean, the one thing, if you're not gonna send all of your crate shipments as Sweden, that I don't know if Dominions is as good. Because one of the reasons why Dominions is so good is because you can send economic shipments, and the crates can be gathered by the torps instead of by villagers, and it saves villager seconds, right? But when you don't have any crate shipments really that you're sending, that upgrade on the torps to be able to send economic shipments is not nearly as much. It's just small things, but maybe he could have saved his Dominions card and sent something else if he could send more free shipments. But I don't know.
There we go. He's sending he said he gets both of his factories, and he get Northern Forest. And Dominion is a great card because you get the 4 torps, you get the early boost of the economy, and also allows you to gather the 700 wood very fast. And yeah, but I think he wants you to get the 200 pop as fast as possible. Dominion, it might be a card that you might get away with without sending as well. It's a good point. But it's okay. I think it's okay card to be sent, nonetheless.
Do you like actually sending the Northern Forest first before factories? Or
I think it doesn't really matter. I don't think it matters. If you're just gonna have a delayed wood income, I don't think you're gonna be worrying about wood anyway for Sweden for a long time. Especially because when you revolt from to Finland, your Karelian Jaegers, they are capable of gathering wood. So you can. The only thing they can do at the start is gather wood. So wood's not gonna be a problem. Oh, you're gonna have some walling here, Chosen. Look at this.
Probably indicative of merowing wanting to go maybe a little bit more greedy. Do you think we'll see South Africa? He's already training.
That's a good point. That's a good point. He could have gone that route, but he could go at USA as well. I think he needs to do a lot of artillery against Loppy, because Loppy might have a lot of skirms, very strong skirmishes. He might have, but he might go also with hacker pellets. So we need to know what he's going to be doing. And I think here, I feel more comfortable playing Sweden versus this. But also war wagons could be a good option as well to deal, because they are harder to kill. They have some good. I think they have range resist, and they hurt.
Yeah, they do a lot of damage. Yeah, I mean, so the match that I played against Loppy, right? It was this exact same matchup, and it looks like Merowing is going to go for USA. I'm not sure I agree with. I mean, it got destroyed. I mean, Batu absolutely wiped the floor with my USA. So very interested to see. He's also gonna have to get up to age. I mean, Revolt super quickly. I mean, he is.
Yeah, he's 40 seconds too.
Okay, he's up. Okay, we don't have to worry anymore.
USA.
Now we're getting so many Reuters popping in, and he is now, like you said, the artillery is a must. He is now putting his factories on artillery. But I mean, Batu over here, not Batu,
Let me
Loppy over
see.
here. He's just training so many Savalik Jaegers, which are gonna pretty much entirely counter what merowing is trying to go for. It'll be interesting to see. Just kind of how merowing deals with all of these Jaegers, because I mean, 2 heavies is probably not enough. Probably.
Yeah, I'm trying to boost you, but people saying it's not really strong. Your microphone? Say something.
Hello, hello, hello.
I think that's
hello,
better.
hello.
I don't know if it's gonna sound distorted or not, but I think that's better.
Hopefully it sounds good.
Anyway, so
But
this is 16 minutes time. So this time they should be fighting. You know, that's 15 minutes time. They both could have been fighting already, anyways. But they both taking a more defensive approach. Loppy is gonna more into a
what's that card
defensive
he's
side.
sending?
So he's
Is that the
sending
one
the
that
northern wilderness,
gather?
allows the Jaegers
Yeah.
to gather mines and also animals.
Yeah. So
So at
I
the moment
mean,
they only can gather wood. Can you see?
yeah, no. So, I mean, Loppy, he's just going to have a considerably better eco very shortly if we don't see merowing push. But merowing's going to have a really, really strong army. It's just not units that are generally good against what
Commando.
Lop can make. So, yeah, interested to see. We're about to get the goon card come in. And I mean, this is just super, super greedy. He's gonna have a crazy pop though. 238. And now it's go time. He's got that's a lot of Culverin. That'll be good.
Yes, he's getting Caracol now. I think this is a decent mess. He's not going for a greater option with something like citizenship. So I think he wants to be the aggressor. You see that he's on an overpop, and you know he's just gonna go. He's just gonna go for it. And I think he needs to take. He really need to rush this and actually put pressure onto Loppy, because Loppy is going for a more economy side. I think economic-wise, Dutch has and USA has a great economy as well. So it's just a matter of how well can he use his units, and how his macro is going to dictate how well he's going to do.
Interesting that if he was going to be aggressive, he put his fort in base. Maybe he was thinking because he was going to take so long to get those goons turned into, or the Reuter turned into.
Alright, so this is a very weird positioning here that Mary is putting himself into, but he has coverings. He can deal with the artillery, defensive artillery. He has a lot of heavies here. We're able to take down into Loppy's base, taking down some of the blockhouses. Loppy is hurting because he doesn't. I think he's a bit stuck. I wonder.
Yeah, and the heavies so far have gotten a few good shots. The Culverins are not really in position. Everything's kind of standing on top of them. But then the heavies from merowing side, they get a really solid shot. Are those? No, I think it's just it looked like he had trained priests. That's so big brain. But the Culverin are maybe gonna get a really, really good shot on these cannons. Okay, one does go down. Culverins, I mean, the heavies are just not backing down. Culverin's getting great value. And yeah, wow, all these heavies are going down, but the Savalix Jaegers are coming in to fight. Oh my goodness, who do you think is gonna win?
Well, I don't like what merowing is doing and sacrificing his units. He needs to use the artillery a little bit more. He has the governance. He just needs to control the artillery fight and actually save his military for defensive purposes. And I would just defend the artillery with my units instead of sacrificing them in a one-on-one like this.
Yeah, I mean, so many, you know, carbine cavalry going down, and now we almost have only skirmisher type units for Loppy, and this just looks like a cleanup, and these villagers can just go back to any res that they so choose. And you know, what's the follow up for merowing? I don't know. What to do from here? Even more heavies coming out of the factories, and merowing saying what in the chat, and he might be calling GG.
Well, he's he has like a Dragon Musketeer versus Skirm Goon comp. I mean,
I don't know what he was expecting.
Is like I said in the beginning, it's a very hard civ to play versus the Finland. USA, I think South Africa would have been better. But the thing is merowing prepared enough to know these things that he would have gone for South Africa? And also, if he does USA, I think you have to force more into the artillery. Maybe I would actually, instead of getting this overpop, if it was me, or maybe I would, instead of getting like heavies, I would have an artillery foundry somewhere. Maybe send citizenship, take my time a little bit, so I can actually have villages on wood, and then just play with the artillery, because the units are coming free from the factories, right? And then as soon that I have like the maximum heavy cannons on my overpop, I would put my factories on wood, and then I can keep on doing heavy horse artillery and try to keep my units alive. Because he's gonna have a lot of coin, so he has to use that coin somehow, and he has a fort that he can make like that. He's doing the Gatling guns, but he needs to use the artillery more and try to preserve his military, because I don't think he's gonna have much more to send after this. He has petards, and then from there on, he's just not gonna have any major military shipments no more.
I mean, this is a great rematch, though, from him. I mean, he has so many more units back onto the field. I don't think Lop has any culverin, and so these artillery pieces, they're gonna do some good stuff. We got Washington Grens, so they're also very strong. But yeah, I mean, we just keep on chugging along, making a whole bunch of Karelian Jaegers, and I think that's gonna be just fine.
Yeah, you can see they have 79. They only has the town center, so I think if you want to hurt Sweden a little bit, take down the town center is not a bad idea, especially if you have a little bit of space. I don't know if they can make Karelian Jaegers over the blockhouses. I don't think you can. Taking the town center is not a bad idea at all. It's just a shame that he lost the coverings, and he didn't use as well as he could have had the artillery there. But let's see what's gonna go here. So these are Imperial Trabants now.
Yeah, very, very strong units on the side of Loppy, and they do such a great job against everything that merowing has on the board. These units as well, they have that church that's right there.
Oh, nice volley over there.
Crazy volley. Oh my goodness.
Wow, good macro for Loppy here, focusing on the Gatling guns with the heavies. And the Karelian Jaeger just destroying the Musketeers and Grenadiers. Is not enough juice here from merowing. He has to call this. Look at those bowling strikes. And
yeah, weird. Merowing is kind of complaining not complaining, but like acting as if he did not know how strong Finland was. But I would assume you've been in this tournament for you know, a few series now. Like, you wouldn't have watched anyone else's series. Like, if you would have watched the me versus Batu, he would have known that Finland absolutely decimates Dutch. Very, very interesting.
I don't know. I'm not convinced about statements like this. I'm not fully convinced about statements like this. But I think yes, I think
Finland absolutely decimates USA.
Nah, I'm not convinced.
You don't think so?
I think it's a hard matchup. I don't think he's gonna. There's no chance for USA. I disagree. I think there is a chance. I think you also have a good economy. I think also if you manage to start killing Karelians on the back, you just have to do the right comps. I think you have to see is he making a lot of Karelians or is he going for a lot of Trabants? So this is what I think you should be focusing on. But I think it's really really hard. I'm not saying that it's not easy. I'm not disagreeing with you per se. I'm just saying that I think USA could have done better here on this match, in my opinion.
Yeah, certainly there were a lot of things that could have been done better. I mean, he pushed in at like 17 minutes, 17:30, and he only had 238 military pop. I mean, he could have just had way higher um, numbers if he would have started training units maybe a little bit quicker.
Here you go.
All right, hopping into the game, we have Loppy in the color blue, playing as the civilization Dutch. Really excited to see kind of what he does. He'll be able to start with a TP on either side. I believe he should be able to get natives. He does go right for that vision grab on the TP. And then we have at the very south of the map, we have in the color yellow, merowing, playing as a civilization British. He is chopping some wood. He is going to go for a TP immediately. Pretty standard stuff. I think, is he gonna go for GMT? I almost undoubtedly betcha. Like I was saying in the pre-game, Caverna, I know this build probably very well as what British wants to do. They want to get up and they want to go Canada. And they have a lot of really good options against what Loppy very likely will do, which is going to be South Africa. And if you, especially to all you guys who are watching later on as YouTube, viewers, go back, watch my game, Chosen versus Batu. It was the exact same. It's a mirror of what happened there. Batu went South Africa. I went British and went to Canada. And I was able to hold the game for almost 30 minutes, a little bit more than 30 minutes. I think Canada is super viable, especially against South Africa. But we'll have to see. What do you think? Do you think we'll see anything different from Loppy, or do you think South Africa is the way to go?
I think definitely South Africa is the way to go. I like USA up as well. I don't think USA is bad. The only thing for marrying, he can no longer revolt to USA because he already did like a USA revolt with the Dutch. So he's only limited now to Canada, Haiti, or South Africa. I think South Africa from the Brits is just not that good, my opinion. Some people like it, I don't. I think Haiti has a very strong power, especially if you combine that with Nats. But you have to play with the Nats, and then you can do a very strong Haiti. Very good against you got like some pirates, so it could be good against some strong captives. Especially, for example, if you're going with let's say a USA revolt, and you have like maybe to get into their faces. Maybe Haiti is not that good because you have musketeers, and I don't know. It's like Haiti is one of those. I think I saw one Haiti good revolt. Tom tried to do a Haiti revolt. We cast it out today. It just wasn't great. Tom wasn't prepared. He didn't know what he was doing very well. But I don't know who did the Haiti revolt first, which you did a very excellent job and completely overwhelmed his opponent and won the game. I just can't recall right now. It was at the beginning for the round of 16. But for Loppy options here, Loppy can go USA, he can go South Africa, and I don't think you're gonna be seeing Brazil or Indonesia, so I'll be surprised. I hope he would, but I don't think that's gonna be the way forward.
I think Haiti is good, but I think it's really only good against civs that make a whole lot of musketeers, which is not going to be something that Loppy does. There will probably not be a single musketeer on the map other than maybe the church card ones.
Sure.
But we'll have to see. He's already getting his bank up. He has maybe a few more villagers on coin than he would maybe want. He's going to delay his bank a little bit. because of that. But he's going to be able to get a villager, and then I would take all of my villagers off coin now at this point and just put them all on food. But we'll have to see. Merowing is not yet up, but he is going for Virginia Company. Yeah, I just much rather in this later, in a treaty format to go GMT instead of 3 villagers. I think being able to age quicker as British is way better than having an extra 3 villagers, because what's the difference between 41 villagers and 38 villagers?
Is this is the tempo? So
there's just
the thing is the economy better to have 3 villagers over 15 minutes working non-stop than aging up faster is lower, or on a 3T game that you don't care about your timings for? You just have to be Revolt at 16 minutes. So I don't think aging up fast is the most important part. I don't think it's okay-ish card, but for other reasons. Because I would take a native very early on. If I wasn't a map that would give me a native non-European TP. These are European ones. They don't give experience. They give you bonuses. For example, this one is the one that gave you Mayor Hansar. So this one, I would put over here, and I would take this. I would use my Greenwich here, so I would actually have a Mayor Hansar with a Revolt. For that purpose alone, that might be better than 3 vills. That's the reason why I would go for it. Not because I would age up faster. I don't think that how long you age up, I don't think it matters, unless you're trying to rush for the factories. So I want to get my factories. I want to get mercantilism as soon as possible, so I have that boost with the factories early on. So that's something you might be looking into.
Yeah, I mean, there would be a few reasons to it. Not only getting the factories up a little bit sooner, which you definitely do, but you also get the terraced houses up sooner, which he does not even have in deck.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Which makes me really, really want to.
But look at this. It's sending spice trade. This has never been seen before.
Actually, no, that's what I did in my build. I sent spice trade.
Oh, have you?
Against Batu. Yeah.
Don't recall.
When I was going Canada. So
interesting.
Yeah, he still has villagers on wood, which is okay, but he needs to get more.
Yeah, I would definitely not send that card. I would rather send 4 views or anything else.
Well, so the issue is, right? You run out of hunts by about the 15-minute mark.
Ready.
But when you send spice trade, you don't run out of the hunts nearly as quickly because the hunts last longer. And so that would be one of the main reasons as to why you would want to send a card like spice trade. Because you don't want to have to do a crazy amount of herding.
Do they have more yield?
Yeah. The hunts last longer.
Oh, okay, and that's not a bad thing, I guess.
Yeah,
it's a whole shipment, but I see your point. I would love to have terraced houses. Get this 99 villages as soon as possible. Unfortunately, we're not going to be seeing that. I think that's a pretty big oversight, in my opinion. Let's look what Dutch is. The Dutch. For me, like openings for Dutch. I talked this before. You either gonna go TP house or house market, or you're gonna go house bank. He went for bank. House bank is pretty much like the most famous options we've seen so far. Probably getting the early trickle of coins so people can go to H3 easily by just sending 700 coin. However, as you can see, nobody has much issues with the coin anyway. So my opinion, I would rather actually go with the TP or even the market. I would prefer than going with the early bank. I don't know, but I might be wrong because the bank is a good investment early on. You get 4 villages, so no, I don't know. It's I have to put these things on paper to actually really know what's best.
Well, so you want to be able to on 700 wood, I think it's fine because you'll have enough coin income to be able to buy a little bit of wood and still keep up villager production while still also making banks. I don't know if I would do it sooner than that though. Mainly because I would want to yeah, like I said, just get that coin income so that I can make villagers nonstop and also be able to use the market as I see fit. But
They're both going for an hour. They want to get the monasteries.
yeah, the monasteries, like we saw last game, super solid. And I don't think necessarily 3 or 4 or 5 Magyar Hussar are gonna really change the game a whole lot, at least in this
Oh,
matchup.
these are not the Maya Hussars, are these?
Yeah. The other, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that it's good that they went this one instead of the.
Yeah, this is more economic one, but I think if you, for the British, you could have had both early on. It's not a big deal.
And that's part of the reason why you want to go GMT.
Yeah, GMT definitely. I think GMT is probably best, my opinion as well. The 600 wood, like you're saying, I just didn't comment on anything. I don't hate it. I like to have the 5 banks before going H3. I think I like a lot what Loppy is doing. And I'll send him the 1,000 coin. That's gonna help him for the revolt. And I don't know. I'm not sure if I would. And actually, he's so far away from aging up that. Would you save this for later and just send the factories first?
No, I wouldn't. And the reason why, one, I have a
church.
I mean, I have a church, I have a TP, and also I only have 3 shipments to send in H4. Right, I've sent all the shipments that I need to send, and I'm only sending 2 up speculation and 2 factories. Right. And then I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna go and play as South Africa and be happy. No worries, right?
Yeah, you're gonna say capitalism and then mercantilism, and then he can actually get the factories as soon as you go H4. So he will have the shipments anyway.
Yeah, is he aging up with
Qataris? What the heck is Qataris, man? What the heck is getting that from? Qataris. Is that a church thing? What is that?
I have no idea what that is.
Anyone in chat know what that is? He's getting
is it? No, it's an upgrade in the monastery. It's an upgrade in the monastery. Where is the mountain?
Oh. Yeah, we can't see, but it must be something. It must be the monastery.
Yeah, you're on.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter. We won't be able to see anyway. Interesting. And look at this. He can actually get. He can get a coin anyway. It doesn't matter yet. He could have gotten even. There's no mines in the middle. Interesting. It's being removed from 3D games. Oh, that was like. There's some gold mines here. There is a gold mine here as well, right? When you play Supremacy. Interesting. Even though I've noticed that you lose the towers. We talked about this, but actually the mines as well are gone.
Yeah, that's definitely big. But okay, so Loppy, what is he sending? Yeah, and this just hurts my heart so much, right? You have so many shipments that you can send, but we don't have terrace houses.
Yeah, I love that card. It's one of my favorite things. Like, I think the way Radovan plays Canada, I haven't seen anyone done any better in Radovan. Radovan plays Canada how I think is best. All the Canada's revolts that I've seen, Radovan does it best. He just plays with the villagers and he uses very well. He guards a lot of food. He has food over. Oh, it was Kibo. Sorry, I did say Radovan, but it's Kibo. That's true. That's very true. It's Kibo. And Kibo he just plays with the villagers. He uses the pioneers and he uses terraced houses to actually replenish the villagers. But I don't know how he actually managed to get so many. I think when he revolts with Canada, he just keeps gathering more food, and then he goes to the fight, and then he can just make more villagers out of the terraced houses, and he has like max pop villages straight away. It's so cool.
Yeah, it's pretty good. That's one thing that I wish I would have done when I Whoa, South Africa from both.
Oh my God, he wrote South Africa.
I should have known when merowing sent Cavalry
Whoa.
Combat that's what he was going for. But oh my goodness, that is insane. What card is that he's sending? What? Can you see?
Sending 5 military wagons and more tracks.
Okay,
I'm be confused. I'm be confused. You know why? Because can he keep up with the eco? Right? Like he still keep the villagers. So he's on 56 villages. Had he had terraced houses, he would be on 100 pop right now. But Loppy, on the other hand, he will have 7 times 4. That's 1428 villagers working non-stop gathering coin. And plus the 41 merchants and the factories. So I think economic-wise, Loppy is going to be way ahead. Plus, he's on 7 banks. He hasn't sent the 2 banks yet.
Loppy is complaining about lag. So maybe merowing will be able to sneak it out just because of that. I don't know. So we're about to get the ability to train war wagons. It really doesn't do anything more than that, which is kind of a bummer. But let's get our war wagons going. Are we getting our diamond mine?
So merowing, yeah, he's getting the diamond mine. That's gonna be 100,000 coin there, which is very nice from merowing. At least we're gonna have a good plan here of how we're gonna keep up the coin, make more war wagons. We do have a stable here, and so he can do our wagons now, but he hasn't just started yet.
No, he can't. Loppy can though. Merowing is elected to go a little bit greedier with the diamond mine first.
I mean,
I don't know if we go diamond mine before the 2 banks, but I mean, far be it for me to.
Yeah, you don't know. You have to be ready. You don't know if your opponent's pushing you or not. Even though finally Loppy now decides to send a scout here, an envoy, to see what's up, if he's gonna push him or not. You can see that the explorer here from merowing taking great site here. I think that's one of the first things you want to do after you revolt. Kill the explorer, kill the envoys, kill the scouts. Try to find some spies around your base. I think probably one of the first things you must do when playing this mode. Just so you don't want to see if your opponent knows what are you going to be pushing. So in 15 minutes, if you have any units, just kill that. Just kill that. I would even I say it'd be worth to spend 100 coin on get a spy and kill that in 15 minutes if it's in your base and you don't intend to do any units. Anyway, let's see what's South Africa on the south side of the map. This is Loppy's view, so let's go into merowing's perspective. He already sent the wagons. He's doing a bunch of war wagons now. He has the option to send 2 banks. Hasn't sent that eco card yet, which is going to be pretty good for the British here.
Yeah, merowing now sending the military wagons, and that just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Look at how much wood he's gathering with his villagers, and I mean he has a great economy. I don't know why else these except for maybe XP. We got rockets doing a really good job actually against those war wagons, and those war wagons are kind of stuck now in their spot. They're able to get out, although they're kind of clunky.
That's amazing for Loppy because he just got 3. He's a whole shipment here. He got 3 rockets for free. There was no defense. There was only track wagons. I think he should have taken the rockets away, but he decided to give them for free. And now he's losing a bunch of villagers, which is not great.
Yeah, nobody likes to lose villagers unless you're. I think somebody likes to lose villagers.
The fact that Loppy has a better South Africa Revolt, he will be able to make more replenish this army really fast. He's gathering coin. He's gathering so much coin. He's gonna go for something like artillery or maybe mercenaries. I was wondering if he's gonna get like how do you call those things? Hello? Like a canteen, tavern.
Yeah. Me.
He needs food.
This is so weird. Why did you make? Why don't you make a save when you can just send a diamond? We need to pull back. There's just too much stuff currently.
Yeah, Loppy is okay. He doesn't really care at this point. This one is not that great. The thing with both of these macros, I don't agree. Like, we have way too much wood here. We're supposed to be transitioning as fast as possible here. Wood and meals and get them upgraded. Like, I don't see any meal over here, which is pretty weird. So a bit slow for merrowing. Loppy, on the other hand, is going for a bunch of coin. I don't know why he's going for coin. He already have 9 banks now, and he needs food. That's how he gonna remass his war wagon. So a little bit of miss macro here. I think he realizes this now, but he's already starting to transition. He's starting to have his upgrades in the mill. So that's 74. So he needs one more. That's the he's the first one still. So yeah, I think Loppy is getting the right idea for his transition. It's a bit late. Luckily, merrowing.
He's making cannons, though.
Yeah.
I just don't understand why we make cannons against full war wagons. Like, what's the point here? Maybe make a few.
They hurt,
or
man.
something like that.
No, it still hurts. They still hurt. But the thing is, they don't have anything else to defend. I would like to have more war wagons at this point than artillery. But finally sending out the capital as well. I think unless merrowing is doing something with the capital, with the wood that he gathered.
Merrowing has already gotten everything out of the capital.
Yeah, can't really say what. It's very unfortunate to be replacing this game is so bad.
Yeah. Can we switch to Lop's perspective? Interesting. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, we're gonna be stuck at 50 villagers the rest of the game.
Claire.
Which doesn't feel great.
You can still send the Huguenots and get more.
Oh.
And they're yeah. If you say villagers, and in difference with the Huguenots, but the Huguenots is like for the boys, and you can train 30 of them. That's 80 there.
Yeah, 80. Yeah, that's. I did not realize that you could do that.
So Loppy just sent the big buttons here and managed to get some secret bands here. Let's have a look on these babies. Oh, he's going for the raid. They are heavy infantry, so they're gonna do very well versus villagers. Oh, we have the other side as well, merrowing. Let's see what's up.
It's going for. I don't know if I agree with playing so defensively as merrowing. You have to know you're on a super crazy clock because.
Oh, look at these villagers. So here comes the first engagement between these guys. Like, this is the major first engagements. Oh, nice volley here from merrowing and taking out those the heavies with the rockets. The rockets are on the right place, taking out those heavies. I like that he's doing what he's doing with the track wagons as well.
It's so annoying, just soaking up so much damage, making Loppy have to really truly do so much work to micro. Really funny stuff with the trek wagons. He's got 20 of them, and they can soak a lot if you're not careful. Longbows being added in for merrowing, just a really good unit comp, all things considered. Lop's gotta figure something out, or he might lose this game.
Loppy is doing pretty well, going to different fronts. Managed to take a bunch of villages there that was constructing the walls and over there. We have some track wagons for visibility. Yeah, he lost a little bit of units here. It's not a big deal. I think merrowing is actually sitting on a very comfortable economy as well. He's still on 64 villages, which is worrying. Comparing with Loppy's economy is going to start getting better and better. Now the Huguenots are coming in. So many tracks here, it's insane. So he's sending Wanderlust, which is gonna boost his units by 5%. All military.
Said that like so many times, right?
Yeah, I think it's 2 or 3 times. I'm not 100% sure.
That's yeah.
This is a guard
Um,
longbow.
Yeah, guard longbow are good. Those spear type units being at least annoying. They're not going to do a whole lot. There aren't enough of them in numbers. Trying to go for a cheeky raid, but it's gonna get dwindled pretty quickly. And the score, I mean, I have to say, merowing, although he should be behind quite a bit economically, he's doing fine. Now getting the bank wagons out. I wonder if he's gotten the coin upgrade in the
He's gathering at 137 mil. I don't think that the spice trade affects mules, right? No.
It only affects.
Yeah, why he's getting? Oh, he must have something with the capital.
Yeah, he has all of his capital upgrades.
Let me see if.
Gives him 50%.
Oh yeah, both are.
Yeah. Can we switch to Loppy's perspective? I can see what he's saying.
And we got Bastion now for merrowing. I like the use of the Bastion walls, separating these guys, giving merrowing a little bit of more breathing room from Loppy's APM.
Yeah, and Bastion's kind of what you want when you're going heavy into longbow and rockets. Rockets have really good range, and same with longbows. Although this is kind of interesting, fighting from the cliff, it's going to be hard for merrowing to chase down. At any point, Lop can just kind of leave, and there's absolutely no way to get to them, at least properly. Kind of throwing away his cannons, though. Loppy is. That's maybe a bit of a mistake.
I'm saying this Mary is doing so well here, but I think that's the time where he's trying to be a little bit aggressive now, since he's doing so well. But look at the reinforcements for Loppy. That's so much units. He has 32 war wagons. He's going mainly war wagons now. He's on 28 villagers on food, and he stopped the productions of Haganauts.
It would take a lot of APM, but if he's able to, if he can sneak a villager over onto merrowing's side and start making some petards, he might be able to steal a cheeky factory or two, and that could definitely do the damage that he's looking to do. Because if he just keeps on trading blow for blow military, I don't think either of them will really ever run out of the resources that. I don't know. I mean, Loppy is just so much less as far as resources go than merrowing. This is actually
merrowing is doing pretty well.
Another shipment as well that he can send. I wonder what he will.
And Mary is overpopped, and so is Loppy now at this point. And Loppy sending now the gunner squadron, which is going to give a little bit more range for his artillery.
Finally, some of these trek wagons are going down, and they're kind of clogging up a whole bunch of stuff.
So Loppy with 2 Meyer Hussars. I don't think there's any point to send them now, since we have so many war wagons on the field. We've got some culverins as well to deal with the rockets.
Rockets do such a great job against these super tanky war wagons.
Wow, merrowing doing so well. The rockets really hurt because they how they splash damage, starting to make like putting the war wagons into low HP, and then the war wagons and the crossbows on the back just completely demolishing. Look at the track wagons as well, trying to bother Loppy's and trying to divert his attention to the track wagons as well, and completely blindsiding him. Really nice to see.
He made it impossible for those culverin to back away at all, and the war wagons made quick and easy work of killing all the culverin. And I mean, Loppy, he's got reinforcements and all, but I mean, just the population space tells the entire story. Like, look, Lop's at 120, and merrowing with quite a few less villagers. Actually, no, he's on a few more villagers. But, is quite ahead with the military population.
So if you see here, for example, the Loppy it has some resources, but he's struggling. That was the time that I think Mary should put a little bit of a pressure. If you look at the resources we have from Mary, we're doing pretty well. I mean, that's time for pushing. I don't know what you're waiting for. Finally, we're putting some pressure. Getting the TP is better than nothing, but we need to put pressure. We are already making like a career the boys, and he's in a great economy. He's overpopped. He just has to push this. And Loppy, you see, Loppy now, it took you so much time. He's starting to make some Huguenots, which he willingly sacrifices here. Why are you not putting pressure? Time is the key here. Don't forget, the Dutch is still on 9 banks. So the 9 banks is ahead of the economy. Once the Dutch actually catch up with all the Huguenots, I think it'll be really, really hard for Britain.
It's really funny. Now we see from Loppy, he sends in some of those Trek wagons. Really good Culverin shots, and you know, now Merowing gets a taste of his own medicine with all these Trek wagons. Okay, and I mean, this is what Lopp needed. He's kind of done what he needed to do. Getting a lot of the rockets is really the biggest problem. There were so many rockets on the field, but now they're all almost gone. And I mean, Loppy's kind of in another position now with where he's at economically. He needs to get all of those villagers off the wood, and he needs to take his factory back.
Got some veteran boyars coming through, huh? We've got some little funny raids here onto the back as well with the Maya Hussars, but the War Wagons are going to be able to deal with this pretty easily. So Loppy now actually pushing Merowing back. Loppy is actually struggling to remass, but he does have a lot of units in the field. Merowing though, lacking the food since I think he has to move a bunch of villagers to wood because of the raids that was happening in the back. He's having 7,000 wood, 7,000 coin. You just need to make a bunch of mills so he can transition really fast. He can come back to wood later. I think it is like trying to create like a great economy in the background. The macro is just suffering from Merowing, so his remass is great. He's being very passive. He's very slow to actually use his military, and actually when he is winning the battle, he doesn't just push when he should have having that momentum going on. And, he's just giving enough time to just come back into the game.
He is making the right units though in order to kind of hold and stay in his base. So those longbows are going to do so much DPS against these war wagons. Although the war wagons are tanky, we kind of have a fight going on all over the place. I'm interested to see if Loppy can just kind of start to out micro Merowing as we get later into this game. The natives are starting to get trained by both parties, but again, I mean, we have 9 villagers on wood. We have our factories on wood. Take our stuff off of wood. We have enough wood already. This is starting to get really annoying.
So this is what I was telling you about APM. When you come into the late game, the longer it goes, the better it is for the higher you look. Look how he's overwhelming Merowing's base. He has all the Bastion walls, even though even with the walls, Loppy is still going everywhere. Like he's going every single direction in the map right now. And he's really struggling to remass because he's lacking food, and he's putting a lot of villagers on wood. And that's just gonna hurt until if he keeps it up with the wood production here, he's just gonna lose the game because he doesn't have enough food.
Sell some food or something.
Yeah, he just has to stop gathering wood. That's all. Even use the villagers to fight would be better than gathering wood right now. I think he sold a bunch of wood.
No, that's Loppy.
I just changed Loppy. Yeah, okay. My brain. Okay, got extra ship in here. I think he sent Wanderlust to the maximum. He still has
Send
option
some
for.
cows. I want to see some cows.
Or even pioneers. Maybe the defensive side, lane grab. Doesn't need none of this stuff no more. Maybe the outpost take it. Take
The
map
cows
control.
would be good if we go another 20 minutes.
This one gives you cows.
That one's awesome. Yeah.
And this transforms into meals, so you can actually send this to transform into meals
Yeah,
as well.
we don't need that. We have 5,000 coin. I mean, wood.
Yeah, true.
We just need to spend our wood.
You see the Loppy is macroing for food because he sees that's what is needed the most. Like even this 9 people wood you don't need. These are actually okay because they're forward to put like a forward base. However, look at on this side here. Oh my god, we finally actually putting everybody on food. I think he heard me somehow.
We just need maybe a little bit of artillery from Loppy at this point to deal with all these longbows. But I mean, we just cannot be going solely into war wagons. It's not going to be enough.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay. The units are fine. He's taking control of his base. I think Loppy is giving a little bit of merowings, a little bit of breathing room. Like the score kind of is getting closer and closer now. But I think before South Africa from the Dutch was a little bit behind. The more it goes by, more Loppy is actually getting ahead. You can see that he's on 58 villagers. He can do 30 of this, right? So he can still do more. He decides not to do it. Don't know why.
Yeah, he needs to just keep making more.
Yeah, 2 shipments as well. You can send this, just put this kind of barrier forward. I would even send pioneers, just in case. Like to just seal the deal. Like when you see that you're winning, you just send some of the villagers forward. Just finish the job.
I would rather actually just send pioneers, especially as merowing, because we've been raided so much, and it'll help stop losing so many villagers due to raid.
That also, yes.
I don't.
Oh, he did send. So now his villagers are on 270 HP. I don't think he has the marked ups though. Evading. More track wagons forward from Loppy. Coming in hot.
But Loppy, he's just down like 10k res. If merowing just was a little bit more aggressive, this would be super hard for Loppy to just remass. If he got raided a little bit more, whatnot.
Yeah, the thing with the wall is going to be a little bit harder for Loppy to advance. He needs to start playing a little bit of a 3D style. Try to put in some walls himself. Try to put some forward bases so he can rematch just in front of his opponent. I would drop like maybe like an artillery foundry here in a bunch of stables. And I start doing 2 different fronts. Maybe even with the artillery foundry you can start sending some petards. You can take things like outposts of the sort. I would take the outpost myself as well. Even though I think at this point that they got 3 shipments here that they can send that they haven't decided just to use. You can use this one, for example, get more outposts. You can send the outposts. You can send the pioneers. Not a big deal, but
Yeah. It's just the small things that would maybe help quite a bit. Merowing, which is probably actually the right play. I just imagine kind of a lot. And as you see on the left side now, Lop is trying to get in again, just kind of causing problems, asking questions, and seeing.
oh,
What,
we're going for a tavern here.
New. Finally, we have our factories on something other than wood, which is great. I mean, we've got a lot of food now, which is where were we at for Lopp?
So
Now Pico is starting to go early. And that might be really difficult for merowing to overcome, even if he does have quite a bit more of a stockpile. I mean, that stockpile is just 10,000 wood. I mean, that's not going to do a whole lot. So the score truly is actually probably better for Loppy, just because I mean, there's 10,000 score that's being accounted for.
But I really like the merowing is managing to survive this long with inferior South Africa Revolt, and he's doing pretty well, even though I think his score is inflated for some reason. I don't know why this score is like that, but
it's the 10,000 wood that he has in the bank. Whereas Loppy's doing a much better job at
using his resources.
using his resources.
Yeah, I wish that Loppy would just be a little bit more 3D. Like, then I think he would have a he would just end this faster, and if it is to win this game, where merowing though is doing a good job defending, which is should be very frustrating for Loppy. But I don't think he's gonna win by sending units from his base like that. It's gonna be a bit harder.
Loppy also getting H5 natives now, so that's gonna be very nice.
There's a couple of things you can do. Just put us like get the Huguenots. Get your like you're supposed to be here on 80 villagers, and a bunch of villagers on wood, so you can actually start making walls, start making a more artillery foundries. You should have a tavern, a bunch of native embassies at this point as well. Just you want to have all the remass capability at hand, and that would really help to speed up the process. But merowing decides to push now. Merowing perspective here has 2 shipments, still going back producing more rockets. I actually like the rockets a little bit better than the heavies, just because they managed to work as a little bit of a covering somehow against the other artillery. I do like the rockets in that sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost with all these longbows, it's good, but you're fighting in Lopp space now, and so Lopp has just such a quicker remass, and so even if the units are a little bit better and maybe slightly more eco-friendly to trade this game, I mean, at some point Loppy's just going to take over economically. Although, I mean, merowing is doing a really good job spending that wood. I mean, he was at like 10,000, now he's down to 5,000 wood. So I might have to eat my words there, but
yeah, finally making use of the horse guns being pretty good for Loppy, especially because once they start shooting, they have a similar range with the war wagons, and it's really hard to see them. So the rockets don't focus very well the horse guns.
And Lopp is finally ahead score-wise, and I think it's just a matter of time, and we'll call it wraps. But maybe we need a few more boyars or whatnot, just to kind of deal with this longbow mass. But really not too. I mean, how funny it would be if front wagons had like a 5 attack instead of running over things. That would be really fun. Like a monster truck. That would just be super.
Yeah, that would be silly. These are supposed to be meal protectors for your villagers, so you don't get raided. They work like as an outpost. So if I would have this, the problem is sometimes they just bother me, and I'll send them in the front to tank because they bother me. But if you actually sit one like next to your mule right here, if you're getting ready, you put them inside the track, then you can just put them back off. Yeah, for the small disruption, they work very well. They have so much HP that they don't die. It's better than an outpost. And then they can run. You can move them away out of danger, and then come back later, put them next to the mule, eject, put them back to work. It's a lot of APM to all of this.
Yeah, I would like to see maybe Loppy starting to invest a little bit more into skirmishers. I know he does have the upgrades in the natives and whatnot, but I mean, skirmishers would just do such a great job against these war wagons. So he doesn't have to trade war wagon for war wagon. But
I prefer horse guns at this point because they're a bit more mobile, especially because he's refusing to do a forward base. I think his best bet at this point is the horse guns. They just do so much damage in combinations. Like, he just can't spend these things at this point. If you're lacking resources, yes, go for longbows. If you have the resources, just go for horse gun, because they don't have the upgrades for the longbows. They don't have the extra range. They don't have the siege power. And look at this, like with the horse guns, you also be able to siege as well pretty well. If you had the siege card for the longbows, that would really be useful. And the horse guns just counters the longbows really, really well.
Yeah, but like I said, it looks like it's almost a matter of merrowing now. He's run out of food. He's running out of just the resources he had such an advantage of previously in his stockpile. And now, I mean, let's take a look at Loppy's perspective. I mean, stockpile is I mean, it's almost identical now, which is about the only saving grace for merrowing, but we just keep on moving forward. I would like to see maybe some of the hard code being taken out, being focused by Loppy. But man, it just seems like this game will never end.
Yeah, I think Loppy is doing pretty well. Like, there's a bunch of villagers on food. He's on 8 shipments now. That's insane. He refuses to use that. Is he just wagging this now? Oh gosh. Yeah, they could have done much better. Like, they're not using the embassies. They're not using forward bases. I mean, there's a reason why people play 3D the way they play. It just works. I would have advanced outposts here as well. You know, there is no military shipments you can send, but they're still gonna do a lot of damage.
Especially like if you send those. I mean, now feel free to send instead wagons and cows. Right? You can turn this one wagon into whatever you want. I'm gonna have to take a call, so you'll be on this for just
yeah, go ahead, mate. I can't do this anymore. Oh boy, he's gonna resign. I think he's giving up. I wonder how long this would have lasted. And I can't play a third game. I think he just gave up with it was sort of like coming into a stall, and but I feel Loppy was slightly taking over. I think would he win this had merowing not give up? I think he would have, but I think he just merowing just took the safe bet here and just called it a day. And yeah, you see that he's having all these walls in place, and Loppy is still putting a lot of pressure. I would like to see next times a little bit of forward bases, forward outposts, and a little bit of forward embassies as well. That would have been pushing this game to another level, and it would end way faster than this. Also, you can take the trade posts. I don't know if you can still do Monopoly here. You take all these TPs in the middle and you call Monopoly, and your opponent has to destroy those things, otherwise you lose the game. So that's another way you can do it to speed up the game.